Oh God, I mean, I don't even really feel like engaging on this particularly. Um, but Gary is okay. First of all, I saw this name pyrrhomecia. Somebody made a comment. I thought that was awesome. I love that name. Now I know where the source is, and I think it's great. You know, Gary's the bacteria with brains. I'm just a fucking bacteria. Great. I'm gonna put a flagella in your eye, dude, because you're pissing me off. Now I've been trying to think. You know, what is Gary? Gary has a serious flaw to his character, at least one. And I've been trying to think, you know, what is it? And, you know, a lot of people are like, well, that's a stupid question. It's obvious. Look at it. But, you know, when people have really, really obvious character flaws, often they're hiding some more subtle character flaw. And I figured out what Gary's character flaw is. I mean, I just made a video a little bit ago. It's like, Gary, you're not this sensitive. Who are you trying to fool? No, he is. That's the character flaw. He's got a big roar because he's just sensitive. He calls to be serious a bitch. Gary, you're the bitch. You know, you're like, why, bro? That whole video I just saw, the pyrrhomecia thing. It's like, or half of it. It's like, and then she said, and then I said, but then I said, she said, I said, and I said, what do you? It's rude to teenage girls to ask you, what are you, a teenage girl? So I mean, what do I even ask you? You are so sensitive and whiny and hurt. And you had commenters saying the other this and that. You have a commenter, it's like the only guy I know of that I blocked just being a nutter, and you don't give a damn. And good, I'm glad. I think it'd be a waste of your time to worry about him. Of course, you love to block people. If you didn't want to worry about him, why isn't he blocked yet? But don't block him on my account. I don't want him blocked. I just want you to stop being a whiny baby. Oh, if I thought all of the slights you've done to me, it would just be... But see, I would stand up and do something active about it. Or if I got mad enough to block somebody, I would stick with it. Why? Because I'm not a sensitive little baby. So I haven't had to deal with what you've had to deal with because I'm not a sensitive little baby. Things don't bother me till they really bother me. And I am the religion. You call me evil for my ideas. He calls me evil. That's just evil. The speculation on that pyrrhomecia might have some sort of elemental awareness. It's evil, and he's being religious. I'm being evil and religious. you don't see the irony of that, because I do. I'm bemused by everybody. Of course, Gary's the biggest fool of himself making one. But, I mean, I'm a bit bemused at everybody. No offense, Fred, but I mean, I'm just bemused at why this is such a controversial, so shocking. Living things are a lot. I mean, because the way I've seen it, I'm like, what is the difference? And what is life? I've asked that question a lot to myself. To me, it seems like there's a very much of a one-to-one correspondence between telling something is alive and seeing something act aware of its surroundings. It was like paramecium. Okay, maybe they're just floating around, but then you can see another one bumps into them. The way they recoil is the living kind of reaction. And what does that mean? It means it acts aware, like there's some sort of information processing going on. It could be computational with no subjectivity whatsoever. Okay, but it's still fundamentally similar, this kind of behavioralism. And then I'm just open to all kinds of speculation, like, you know, I brought up the Hammeroff thing, and Gary and other people too. It's like, oh no, I'm crazy about that. Has anybody noticed? Hammeroff disagrees with my idea that everything, if Hammeroff is correct, then consciousness is in these neurons. He's found the thing that makes it specific to neurons, like Gary thinks. Gary can't stand that either, so he won't even approach that. And he's found a mechanism that really is in neurons. And plants wouldn't be conscious. They'd just be like computationally pseudo-conscious or whatever. And see, I'm open to all these ideas. I'm open to this Metzinger stuff, you know, but I don't think that the neurocomputation is going to go anywhere personally. But I'm open and interested in it. It's like somebody would bring an idea and you're blocked. I'm a whiny baby. Oh, I'm so sensitive. And isn't it the real irony is just how someone like that operates, how you operate, Gary. You're super, super sensitive and you have absolutely no regard for anybody else's sensitivities. You know, and I've not done any of those things. The closest you have to material complaints about the way people behave, you know, or use your image or use some sort of what you might call a, you know, a propaganda technique. And you are still like, you're evil, you're nuts. You're nuts. I'm evil is a premise that makes you look religious. Whatever.